जब मैं अभी आया।
वही आपको मैंने एक्चुअली बताया ना कि ठीक है, मैं अब इंग्लिश में स्पीक करूंगा, बोलूंगा क्योंकि
Better.
रिकॉर्डिंग स्टार्ट हो गई।
ठीक है।
Okay, what I'm going to do is, first of all, we will discuss our information pack which I received from OBU through my OBU Mentor portal. Okay, let me open the files. Okay, so you have any idea regarding the topics? So you decided which topic you want to take?
I don't have any idea.
Okay, then I will explain from starting. Okay, see Bilal, this is submission period 40. In other words, our submission period will be May, from 1st of May till 13th of May. During these 13 days, you will need to upload your thesis and all the relevant documents. By relevant documents, what I meant to say, you will need to prepare 5 types of documents for your OBU BSc degree.
Okay.
First will be annexure, second will be presentation, third list of reference for research analysis report, and fifth will be SLS statement, skills and learning statement. How do they look like? I will show you shortly. But before, we need to go through our information pack so that you can have very clear picture what OBU is expecting from you.
Okay.
This information pack I will also share with you, and all the samples. And once you pay me the 160 USD after our demo class.
Okay.
Okay, then I will come to our relevant information. So see, we have 20 topics here. So first I will read the research report which you need to prepare. Conduct an investigation and write a report of at most 7,500 words which addresses one of the following 20 topics. Note that the 7,500 word count includes everything from the start of the title page to the end of the conclusions, but do not include appendices or the list of references. This I will explain you later. Okay. See, now we have Bilal 20 topics, but I'm going to tell you the topic which is the most easiest. By most easiest, I meant to say a topic on which you can do research without doing any field visits. I meant to say you only need internet connection and that's all. You can conduct your research and you can prepare your OBU BSc thesis within 1.5 months. It's not going to take more than 1.5 months. Okay, what's that topic? That topic is an analysis and evaluation of the business and financial performance of an organization over a 3-year period. So what will happen here is quite easy. You will download the annual reports for the last 3 years for your selected company, say for example General Motors, and then you will perform business and financial analysis. That's it. It's quite easy one. For other types of topics, you need to do field visits. Say for example, if I choose this one, a critical review of key factors or indicators in the motivation of employees in an organization. For that, you need to select any company and you need to perform field visits. So it's quite difficult to do it because we are working professionals. We won't have much time, or we won't have, you can say, spare time to go and visit companies. And even we don't have references because company is not going to share their confidential information with us. So it's quite difficult. Let's say for example, if I'm doing PhD in Germany and I'm studying Germany, or in other words, I'm doing my PhD program from a well-known or well-renowned German university. So though my university has a lot of good, strong references which I can utilize and I can visit companies and I can conduct my research. That's understandable. But in our case now, we are this is a distance learning education. You can say this is a distance learning course for OBU BSc. So that's why we will select topic 8. It's quite easy one.
Yeah.
Okay, Bilal?
Okay, sir.
And this is the topic which most of my students do. I meant to say most of my students select or choose because it's quite easy. Within 1.5 months, they can finish their RAP project. Okay, now for topic 8, there are some specific instructions from OBU which we're going to read. For topics 8 and 15, you should ensure you are using the most current 3 years financial statements available at the start of the submission period. If you're submitting for the first time or resubmitting using a new topic. Okay, for those students who were not able to attend my demo class because of weekday, I can know regarding this guy, Afsar. You told me that it's quite difficult for you. So I'm recording this demo video for you, and shortly I will share with you. Okay, Bilal, this I was saying this for Afsar.
No problem, sir.
So don't mind. Okay. Second, okay. Regarding Bilal, this thing for topic 8, you need to select three most current financial statements. Say for example, if I'm talking about General Motors, which is American automobile company. So for that, I can't select financial statements or in other words, annual reports for 2019 because not released yet. In other words, not published yet. It
Sir.
will be it will be published by 31st of March or by end of Feb. Then we can't. So that's how we're not going to take it. So the annual reports which we will take will be for 2018, 2017, and 2016.
Okay.
There is some, yeah, see, if you use company reports and accounts, for your first submission or resubmission involving a new topic or the organization, the program requirement is that this I'm talking about topic 8, you must use the last 3 years accounts available 90 days before the start of the submission period. So, okay, our submission period will start for submission period 40 by 1st of May. So, if I go back 3 months, then it will be April, March, and Feb. So, the annual reports should be published by 31st of January. So it's not going to happen for General Motors, for Nissan, for Toyota. Normally they publish the annual reports by starting of March or by end of March, which is quite common because external auditors need some time to audit. Okay. So we will select the annual reports for 2018, 2017 and 2016. Next, you may choose to use the last 3 years accounts and any other information that becomes available at a later date. So what the examiner meant to say here, since we won't have access to annual report 2019 of our selected company, but all companies are issuing quarterly reports. So those are financial reports, but they are issuing quarterly. I can show you one example. I take example of BMW. Okay, BMW annual report. Yeah. Okay, if you see, they issued quarterly statement to 30th of September 2019.
Okay.
Bilal, it's quite similar to our financial statements. Quite similar. Only the thing is that instead of showing yearly financial statement, instead of showing yearly facts and figures, they are showing quarterly facts and figures. Same like our financial statements. They will be consolidated income statement and consolidated statement of financial position, statement of changes in equities, cash flow statement, and so on. So these
Okay.
information we can also use, but for the timing you just ignore. No need.
Okay.
For your SWT and PES analysis, you can use the information for 2019. That I will guide you what those analyses are. Okay, now we will come to the specific sectors. If you're selecting topic 8, Then there are some specific sectors or industry from where you have to pick your company. Those we are going to discuss now because it's keep on change. These things keep on changing. For topic 8, you are required to use a comparator, or in other words, competitor. Say for example, if you're selecting Nissan, so its competitor will be Toyota. If you're selecting Toyota, its competitor will be Nissan. Or if you're selecting Mitsubishi, then Mazda, then Mitsubishi. Because for financial analysis purposes, you also need to compare the results of two companies. So say for example, I selected General Motors. So its competitor will be Ford. Okay, that I will show you how we are doing analysis later. Topic 8 and 15 requirements. Summation November 2019, summation period 39, it's already gone. And May 2020, period 40. This we're going to do. For the above topics and submission dates, you must use organizations from the following sectors based on the industry classification benchmark. The industry classification benchmark is being updated with a new structure adopted on 1st of July 2019. The codes used below are the new codes. The codes in the older version are given in brackets. So we will come here directly. I will just discuss the important sectors. Other you can read by yourself once I share the information pack with you. Okay. 4010 automobiles and parts. 3350 in older version. 4010020 automobiles. Makers of motorcycles and passenger vehicles, including cars, sport utility vehicles, light trucks. So you can select any company you can select any company which is making motorcycles, passenger vehicles, means cars, SUVs, and light trucks. So in this way you can select General Motors, Ford, Chrysler, Toyota, Ford, Audi, and so on. But you can't select manufacturers of heavy trucks which are classified under commercial vehicles and trucks. See, I'm working at Renault. It's a French automobile company. So Renault manufactures all types of vehicles, sedan vehicles, SUVs. They also manufacture trucks and commercial vehicles. But Renault exclusively doesn't manufacture commercial vehicles. It manufactures all types of products. So I can select Renault. But say for example, if there is any there is if there is any if there is any company who exclusively manufactures trucks, and then you can't use that company as per the instruction from an examiner. Plus, you can't select those companies who manufactures recreational vehicles which are classified under the recreational products. Okay, that was one. Others you can read by yourself, and I will discuss the other important one. Delivery services. Operators of mail package delivery services for commercial and consumer use. Includes courier and logistics services primarily involving air transportation. Here you can use DHL, FedEx, Aramix, Royal Mail. So any of a courier related company you can select. So many, and also transportation, those companies who engage in transportation, which engage in transportation services, railroad equipment, industrial transportation. So these things you can read by yourself, nothing bigger. But my suggestion will be to select automobile companies. It's quite easy to do research on it because the data is easily available. I meant to say you can select Mercedes and BMW or any vehicle, any automobile company. Okay, Bilal, this part is clear?
Yes, sir.
I will share this information pack with you, then you can go through by yourself because this is, since it's demo class, I'm just discussing the main things.
Okay.
Those things which you should know. Okay, work with a mentor, choosing your mentor. It's your responsibility to find and offer Brookes registered mentor to act as your mentor and to arrange at least 3 meetings with him or her. It's not possible for the university to provide a mentor for you, but we have identified 3 categories of individuals from which you should choose a mentor. A qualified chartered certified accountant, that's a full member. So this is who I am. I can also show you the proof. The thing is that in ACCA there is no my first name. I don't know what they did with my name. So my last name is now Vikas Asgar. Suddenly they changed my name. I sent so many emails, they didn't change my name yet. Okay. Full name Vikas Asgar, city Riyadh, location Saudi Arabia, admission year 2019, beginning of 2019. Okay. So a full member is that person who has ACCA membership or who has applied ACCA membership. Okay, that part is done. There was one thing I need to discuss. Regarding PowerPoint presentation which you need to prepare, Bilal, this I will show you also how it's look like. During the third meeting, you are required to deliver a 15-minute PowerPoint presentation to the mentor and possibly other students as well. The PowerPoint presentation must contain no more than 20 slides. So it should be less than 20 slides. Shouldn't be more than. Okay, then you also have to prepare skills and learning statement. It's quite easy one. I'm not going to read this description. This you can read by yourself. They're just giving the background regarding this SLS statement. Here you need to answer 4 questions. Write at most 2000 words addressing the following 4 questions. Number 1. Reflect on what you have learned from the meetings with your mentor, including the presentation that you gave to your mentor. To what extent do you think you have achieved the RAP research objectives you set? How have you demonstrated your interpersonal communication skills during the project work? Reflect on how understanding the RAP helped you in your accountancy studies and your current employment role. So how you will have to write the answers, that I will guide you once we will start the SLS statement, which will be after research analysis project and presentation, PowerPoint presentation.
Okay.
So yeah, I covered all essential things. Now I will show how the things look like. Let me open everything. This is an extra. PowerPoint presentation. Research analysis report. I didn't open yet. Okay. Research analysis report. Okay, not this one. Skills learning statement. Okay, see Bilal, this is presentation slide, PowerPoint presentation.
Okay.
So it's quite easy to prepare. It's just 1 minute from where I'm. Oh, this is something else. Okay. So PowerPoint presentation is quite similar. I meant to say quite simple one. Whatever we wrote in our research analysis project, only the headings we are going to give in our PowerPoint presentation. Like I'm just showing you. Then in later classes, I will show you what we have to write, in what manner we have to write. So if you see, this is the intro page. This is the US automobile industry. I'm telling General Motors Corporation, RAP objectives, information gathering, from where this guy took the information. Then he's preparing graph and also explaining total revenue, net profit margin, current ratio, cash operating cycle, debt to equity ratio, earnings per share. Then for business analysis is showing SWOT, and then pest analysis, conclusion, recommendation. So total 15 slides. This is how our PowerPoint presentation will look like. But I will help you. But in other words, I can say I will make it extremely easy for you to write grade A thesis. This include this includes everything. I meant to say a PowerPoint presentation, how to write grade A PowerPoint presentation. And the same goes to our SLS statement, research analysis project, and so on. So this part is done. I just wanted to show you. Now the next thing is, this is the skills and learning statement. This is the way it will look like. All questions which I just read before we came here, all questions will be like here, and you need to answers. So this is the way the SLS statement will look like, and I will help you, or in other words, I will guide you to write SLS statement, because your skills and learning statement should be impressive and should be informative. Otherwise, examiner won't give you grade C. And you need at least grade C in order to pass your thesis and get your OBU degree. But my preference will be, and in other words, I will prefer to push you guys to get grade A in your thesis. So this is the whole, Bilal, your SLS statement will look like. How you
Okay.
have to write and what you have to write, I will guide you later. And this is your list of reference. This is the way it's look like. I will explain in detail in our later class. This is bibliography, the website or the source from where you took the information. What is bibliography? How you have to write it down? And we will use Harvard referencing system. What is Harvard referencing system? This I will explain later. This is in our next class. I will explain all these things. In this class, I will giving demo. I will explain a little bit part one. These notes I prepared, and all of my notes I will share with you. The good thing about my teaching, or my, you can say, my approach is that I normally don't write or don't. What happened when I was taking mentor services from one of Pakistani guy? What he used to do, he just used to say, and we supposed to write it down. So sometimes it's quite stressful. So because I have been through those tough times, you can say, so I simplify everything. So what I did, I already prepared my notes. So during my class, I'm going to share my screen, which is I'm doing now. So you can
Uh,
easily read all these notes, and I will explain each and everything for you. And then at the end of the class, I will share this Microsoft Word file with you guys, so you can refer to it as many times as you want, and this will be your record, which can be quite helpful for you, especially for this Harvard referencing system. The notes which I prepared, this will be quite helpful for you if you're planning to proceed further with your MSc in professional accountancy from UCL, because there you will also have to use Harvard referencing system. Okay, let me show you, Bilal, this is the way our research and analysis project will look like. Intro page, table of contents, part 1, part 2, part 3 are there. Then we will start to discuss part 1, part 2, and part 3 in detail. Quite easy.
so,
In part 3, we will do analysis, financial analysis and business analysis, plus we will also give our recommendation and conclusion, all these things. But you are not going to prepare bar graph, you will prepare line graph. I will show you how to I will show you the format later, because this is the research analysis project from one of my student who got grade C, because he had some behavior issues or attitude issues, you can say, because whatever I'm saying him to do, he's doing opposite. I don't know why. I told him to prepare line graph, he prepared bar graph because he was more comfortable. I don't know. So that's why he got grade C. But anyway, this is okay, because as per of you, there is no right, there is no wrong approach to prepare your research analysis project. Once Bilal, you take my demo classes and you pay 160 USD, then in our coming classes I will share with you grade B thesis. That was also not, she was not my student, but I got that thesis sample from some of my friends. So why she got B and why she didn't get A, these things I will explain later once we do part 3, because part 3 is the only component of a research and analysis project which makes difference. I meant to say either you can get grade A or B. It all depends on your part 3 of research analysis project. So I will tell you what types of mistakes she did in her part 3 of research analysis project and in her PowerPoint presentation as well as in annexure. Okay, so today purpose is to just show you how the documents look like. So in this way you will prepare, but this is a little bit tough one, quite difficult one. I will show you the easiest one. Sorry, so this part is done. So I mistakenly closed it. I supposed to keep it open. Just 1 second. Okay, and now Bilal, I will just take 20 minutes. Okay,
Okay.
so we will go through part 1. Okay, hardware referencing system I will teach later. Okay, RAP report. Word count should be between 7,000 to 7,500. So you can't write less than 7,000 word in your research analysis project. And also you can't write more than 7,500 words. So we have to keep this thing in our mind. Next is skill and learning statement, which I just showed you how it looks like. In there, you should write at least 1,800 words and you shouldn't write more than 2,000 words. Apart from them, you also need to prepare 3 other documents. One is list of annexure, list of reference, B is annexures, C is presentation. So this is our annexure. Our annexure is nothing more than just financial statements information. This is consolidated income statement. This is consolidated statement of financial position. This is some rough work he did. That has look like it's keep looking like this. I will share with you the other samples. Then in annexure 3 you will calculate ratios, and this I just give for your guidance purposes formula. This you won't submit to examiner. Okay. Then intro page. Now I'm talking about this one. This is our introduction page. What information should our introduction page include? That I'm going to discuss now. This hardware referencing keep on opening. Okay. First, you will write also Brookes University research analysis project, business and financial performance. Say, for example, you selected companies Nissan over a 3-year period, 2016 to 2018. Word count 7,200. Your actual word count will come here. Mentor, you will write my name, Waqas Asghar. Registration number, here you will write your registration number, your ACCA registration number, and this is how it will appear. Also, Brookes University Research Analysis Project, Business and Financial Performance of General Motors over a 3-year period, 2016 to 2018. Word count, Mentor, Tahir, registration number 2047183. Then you will prepare table of contents like this one. So what details you have to write, because you have to follow my notes. These details, whatever I'm writing here, the same thing you will write in your table of contents, part 1, part 2, and so on. I will just briefly read the heading. Part 1, project objective and overall research approach. Part 2, information gathering and accounting and business techniques. Part 3, analysis, conclusion, and recommendation. So today we're going to briefly discuss part 1, which is project objective overall research approach. In that part, we will write reasons for topic selection, why we selected topic 8, reasons for company selection, why we selected, say, for example, Toyota. Company introduction, we'll give a little bit introduction regarding company industry, then RAP objectives and RAP framework. So now I'm coming to part 1 directly. So now here I'm telling you the rules, quite important rules, which you have to follow in order to get at least grade C. Because whether you get grade A or B, that will depend on your part 3 of your research and analysis project. But whether you get grade C, I meant to say whether you pass or not, it depends whether you fulfill the minimum requirements. First, you need to fulfill the minimum requirements so that you can show to an examiner that you can pass OBU BSc thesis. Then, how better you perform in part 3 will make a difference whether you get grade A or B. Okay. Part 1, project objective and overall research approach. Okay, this will be our heading. This is the way it will appear. Okay, then reason for topic selection. This will be also our heading. Font style will be Arial. This one. You have to select Arial and the size will be 14. You will select size 14. Okay, you will write 2 paragraphs, each 4 lines. Font style will be Arial, size will be 12 and line spacing 1.5. This one I'm talking about. Okay, tips for the reasons. So I'm giving tips. You can write personal and professional reason for choosing the topic selection, for choosing topic 8. But my suggestion will be give one personal and one professional reason. I will show you what this guy wrote. So reason for choosing the topic. Since I became a student of ACCA, this has been one of my favorite topics, and as now I have got an opportunity from also Brookes University to apply what I have learned, I would like to avail this chance to select the topic in order to further enhance my knowledge and skills. That was personal. A financial professional not only needs to have a very comprehensive knowledge of international financial reporting standards and international accounting standards, but he or she must also have a deep insight about his or her corporation, the industry it does its business in, its controllable, uncontrollable factors, correlation of these factors and their very effects on a company. Then this guy is also writing one more professional reason, but you don't need to write 2 paragraphs are more than enough. He or she should also be able to think creatively and understand the variance affecting its company's efficiency in terms of both finance and operation. A thesis of topic 8, an analysis of business and financial performance of a company over a period of 3 years for Oxford Brookes University BSc honors will improve such analytic skills. Okay. Then next, reasons for company selection. This will be our heading like the other one. So it should be bold. Font style will be Arial. Size will be 14. You have to write 2 paragraphs, each 4 lines. Font style will be Arial. Size will be 12. Line spacing 1.5. Tips for the reasons. Any two of the following. So any 2 reasons you can write for your company selection. It can be company, it can be industry, it can be employment, it can be personal reason. I'm now going to show you how this guy wrote. Reasons for selecting the corporation. I have selected GM to enhance my knowledge in an automobile industry in order to better my performance at workplace while rendering my internal auditor services to my automobile company. As I have to deal with a wide range of financial audit tasks where having a deep insight in an automobile industry can prove to be an important asset. So what he did, he touched two things, employment and company. Apart from enhancing my knowledge and skills, I have chosen this enterprise as it has been the largest American car manufacturer and one of the world's largest automobile makers, closely followed by Ford. So again, company. GM is manufacturing some of the first economic electrical automobile for the everyday consumer. The company has also maintained an environment-friendly strategy across its supply chain, saving over 300,000 metric tons of carbon dioxide emissions annually. Mr. 2018, from here he took information. Mr. is publisher or writer and 2018 is the publication date. This is called in-text citation. Okay, Bilal? Yeah, Bilal, you with me? Hello, Bilal, you with me? Bilal? Bilal, can you hear me? Hello? Bilal, can you hear me? Hello? Okay. So we will continue. Okay, the next one is company introduction. Fonts, again, this is our heading. It should be bold. Font style will be Arial. Size will be 14. We will write 2 to 3 paragraphs, each 4 to 5 lines. Font style will be Arial 12. Font style will be Arial. Size will be 12. Line spacing will be 1.5. Tips. Place, history of company, listed products and services, market leader top 5, multinational company, other important information. Just hold for 1 second. Okay, so you have to cover at least 3 to 4 points which I mention here. Place, history of company, because you're giving company introduction, so you might need to cover. You can talk about place, history of company, list where it's listed. So for example, if selecting Toyota, then it's listed in Tokyo. Stock exchange, products and services, it's market leader or it's come under top 5 in Japan. Multinational company, other important information. So now we will see how this guy wrote. Yes, Bilal, you with me? About the company. GM was founded in 1900 in Flint, Michigan by William Durant, and its fast success allowed the corporation to purchase a variety of smaller yet popular automobile entities, most notably Brookes and Cadillac. Under the administration of Alfred P. Sloan, the company became the largest vehicle maker in the globe, and also he made the enterprise less bureaucratic in order to make the company more effective in running its operations. This information he took from pilot guides. This is the heading, and 2019 is the publication date. So this is called in-text citation. GM designs, manufactures, and sells cars, trucks, and automobile parts. It also offers automotive financing services through GM Financial. The corporation does its business through the following segments: GM North America, GM International, GM Financial. It sells automobiles under an array of brands, namely Chevrolet, Cadillac, Bojan. So this information took from Money CNN. This is a news channel, and the publication date was 2019. So that was our demo class, Bilal. So inshallah, in our next class, we will discuss in more detail. And once you pay 160 USD, and all of my other students, once you pay 160 USD, then I will share all of these study materials with you, plus B and A grade samples. And then I will discuss each and everything in under part 1, part 2, and part 3 for this thesis, and then present PowerPoint presentation slides, list of annexure, and I will also explain hardware referencing system. This I'm not going to explain today because it's just demo class, and it will take a lot of time. At least 1 hour need to explain hardware referencing system. So that was all. So sorry for those guys who were not able to attend my today's class because of timing. But inshallah, our next demo class will be on Friday for those people who want to take. Otherwise, I'm also going to share today's video with them. Okay, thank you everyone.